All right, I'm Damon L. Jacobs, and I'm here with Eddie Campbell and Crystal Chappell, and we are here in New York City talking about this wonderful, wonderful Days of Our Lives book, the 45-year anniversary, which is now on sale, and many people are going around, many stars from Days of Our Lives are going around the country talking about this and doing book signings. This is such an exciting event, one that as a soap fan, I think is unprecedented in terms of just how much fans are getting a chance to interact and meet the stars whom they love, as well as celebrate the 45 years of the show that they love. How are you doing with all this touring and running around?
You know, it's strange because Crystal and the cast, they're used to being in front of a camera and talking to people and meeting fans, and I have to say that Days has the best fans of any show I've ever been involved with. We have had tremendous turnout at all the signings. Crystal has a huge fan base that keeps following her around the country. It's fantastic.
Whether she wants them to or not.
Yes, yeah.
I love that.
It's been fantastic. But the unique thing for this book and the fans is that since Days doesn't tape in front of an audience, this is like stage doors open.
Yeah.
You know, private moments, their dressing rooms. And the cast was really, really generous, allowed us to show some people in curlers, out of makeup, in dressing rooms, in very, very private moments. So this is very, very special to the fans.
It is. You know, as a fan, for me, it's just so fascinating. And I've even been to the set, but there's a lot of this I've never seen, like where they keep each character's individual props and accessories. Just stuff that I've never been privy to. That is fascinating to see, all this behind-the-scenes stuff that I didn't even think about. How did you think to do this? How did those details, those little fascinating details, make it into this book?
Well, the concept for the book was Greg Mengs, and he sort of hired me to bring the book to fruition, and we just sort of collaborated and came up with ideas and just sort of figured, you know, let's look at this book through the eyes of a fan. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, let's also appeal to filmmakers and film students and artists and art directors and take it outside the box. But its primary target is the fans, and they're loving it.
Wow. Now, you said before that Days fans are different from other shows. How are they different?
They're amazing. Days fans are coming out, you'll agree, yes. They came out yesterday in 50-degree winds, and it was raining in New York,
yeah.
And I think it was 32 degrees or 35, or I don't know.
It was not the most pleasant New York City day. But yeah, they weathered the storm, and like I said, some of these people came back. I mean, they've already had the book signed, and they bought the book again. You know, in their families. They came with their children. You know, people say, I called in sick at work to come here. I'm like, ooh, probably should say that.
I know, it's like...
I skipped school. Mom thinks I'm over at Joan's house. That's right.
But you know, Days fans and soap fans do have a bit of a history of skipping school.
I did it. But they're the most loyal, passionate, dedicated group of people. I you know, having been there 20 years ago, it's the same energy, and it is different. They are very different and very unique.
Yeah. And certainly a book like this sort of informs us in ways. I think with social media in general, we're more aware, but certainly books like this allow us to get really behind the scenes a look at what goes on behind the show. And I think that is something that our minds are more curious about than it was 20 years ago.
This is a collector's piece. It's not, you know, when you go to the bookstore and you buy a book, I mean, I love books and I read all the time, but you end up donating them or giving them away. This is one of those pieces that you're going to keep and you're going to pass on. Right. Just like you do with the show. Just like you watch the show, you pass it on to your kids.
Right. Well, so much time and effort went into making this beautiful. And I just want to show, for those who haven't seen it on our website or in the book, but just the book itself is like a piece of art. The way it unfolds, the way the layout is, the way you put the pictures, you know, and synchronize so many of the pictures together from the past and the present. How did you, I mean, when you came into this project, did you have this vision of doing the book like this, or did it kind of evolve over time, or?
No, Greg and I had a very specific vision. We knew exactly how we wanted to do it. We researched the NBC archives and went through boxes of photos and just sort of made sure that while it's not the entire 45 years, and yes, there are characters missing from the book, but it's the most important 45 years. Bo and Carly, when they were together in the 90s, you know, special moments.
18.
Carly was 12.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and so we just wanted to make sure it was a true tribute to not just the show, but the cast, the crew. They have an amazing crew. I mean, we all know the cast is phenomenal, but Days has one of the best working crews I've ever seen in my life. The way that they come in, they're so professional. They get in, they get out, and I think it was important. And Greg also felt it was important that we feature the crew as well.
I an actor who loves their crew. That's a gift, and I've been blessed along the way. Guiding Light was amazing. This is also such a fun group of people, and like Eddie said, we have to work very fast. This is about keeping things under budget. And they're on it, and they're creative. It's not just getting you some random shots. They actually dip below the camera or dip below and find other shots while we're shooting. So they did capture all of that in the book. I'm so glad they're represented in this book.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Eddie, what is next for you? Now you've been part of this book, and you've met all these Days fans, and what's next for you after that?
Well, me personally, I might be branching out into other books personally, but I know that Greg wants to look into doing other books for the fans. Greg has a lot of great ideas, and I think we can bring some to fruition. And based on the fan turnout for this book, I think we kind of owe it to the fans to sort of do something else.
Yes, there's more to delve into here.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that when you were looking through photographs, that there were a lot at NBC that maybe we haven't even seen yet.
Oh my God, boxes and boxes that no one's seen. I think that actually we probably could be hinting on another book in a couple of years, something very similar.
I'll buy it.
Maybe?
I'll buy it. I want it.
Yeah.
Again, this is just such a perfect thing, and for those of us that have been through families, generations of Days fans, it's certainly a celebration of that, and I'm into it. Get me in.
Yeah, and for anyone who wants to check out a preview of the book, we have a video on YouTube. You just do the book title, Days of Our Lives, 45 Years, and you can watch the YouTube promo for the book, but you can also get the book directly either from Sourcebooks, the publisher, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Borders.
That's right.
In fact, why don't we leave one behind with you to sort of do a special giveaway?
That's a great idea.
Mother's Day is coming up. Maybe we can leave behind a Mother's Day.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea. Why don't we have Crystal sign it, and then we can have a special contest on We Love Soaps that we will figure out for people to get it.
Perfect.
That'd be fantastic.
All right. So this is Days of Our Lives, 45 Years, available on Amazon and in Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble, Borders, directly from the publisher, Sourcebooks.
And seriously, for the price, this is so worth it.
Oh, yes. I forgot to mention, everyone made sure that this book was economically sensitively priced. And I cannot tell you the value that for $29 in stores, and I believe it's $20 online. This is a $50, $75 value without a doubt. So, it's as dense as it could be. We just compacted it with as much material as we could.
Wow. So, and you can't lose with this for Mother's Day.
You're gonna love it.
For Father's Day, for Easter Day. This is
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and special moments in the book, like Alice's funeral. The Horton ornaments up close and personal for the first time in the history of the show.
That was what got me, because we've never ever had that in photos. The magazines, the publicity shots have never shown those ornaments before. Those have never been photographed before, and this is the first time you can get that and and see those.
And the Christmas episodes are so important to the fans and the cast and the crew, because Crystal, you to let them know what the holiday episodes mean to you.
Well, the show revolves around family, so obviously a holiday show like the Christmas show is all about the family, and I love that Days reminds people of that.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You get such sentimental feelings, and you actually want to go home and see your own family.
That's a good point. That's true. It's a good point.
For me. It's true. All right, everybody. So this is Eddie Campbell, Crystal Chappell, and you do not want to miss this book. Again, I have been watching this show as long as I've been alive, even before I was alive in the womb, and I cherish this book. It's so much fun, and my family enjoyed it too.
And check out Crystal on Venice. She's amazing. She's got a nomination.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Yes. Season 3.
That's right.
Coming later this year, 2011. All right. Thanks, everybody.